was my 60th birthday, and I'd been fighting weight all my life. And I recently went on a diet myself, and it was, semi-successful.
I think I've tried every diet. Every book that's out there, every commercial program, anything that's been in the media, I've probably tried.
I just realized that it was time for a change. I'd lost some weight a few years ago on another program, but had slowly gained it back. My knees were starting to hurt. I couldn't move around the tennis court like I used to, and being a pilot, it was starting to get hard to fit in the right seat of the airplane, to be honest.
Hello and welcome to Emory Bariatric Center's Non-Surgical Weight Management Informational Seminar. I'm Megan Mohammadion, a registered dietitian with the Emory Bariatric Center. The Emory Bariatric Center is dedicated to improving the health of overweight and obese individuals in a compassionate and collaborative environment. The Emory Bariatric Center utilizes a multidisciplinary team comprised of physicians, psychologists, registered dietitians, and several other medical support staff. Obesity is a complex medical condition that has several detrimental health effects on the body. It is also defined as a body mass index of 30 or greater. Body mass index, or BMI, is a comparison of your height to your weight. To find out your BMI, go to our website and use the BMI calculator tool. A BMI of 25 to 29.9 is overweight, and a BMI of 30 or more is obese. The rates of obesity in the United States have grown exponentially since 1990, and nobody is immune to this trend. We see it across both genders, across all ethnic groups, all age groups, as well as economic levels. There are many reasons why people are obese. It may be due to genetics or biological factors, illness, medications, sedentary lifestyle, psychological status, as well as their environment. One of the main reasons for the obesity epidemic is the greater portion sizes of food, or portion distortion. For example, 20 years ago, our coffee was approximately 45 calories. Today, when we stop at the coffee shop and get a mocha latte, we can get over 350 calories. Another example of portion distortion is a chicken Caesar salad. 20 years ago, the salad was 1.5 cups and had 390 calories. Today in a restaurant, a chicken Caesar salad can be 3.5 cups and around 790 calories. Along with the increased portion sizes of food, there are several other factors that contribute to obesity. We have several labor-saving devices in our lives which actually equal less physical activity. We also have very busy lifestyles, which often force us to eat on the go or fast food. We also live in a food-filled environment. We have access to food 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Obesity causes a wide range of negative health effects on the body, including all systems of the body. Obesity also has a negative psychological effect. To help us lose weight, we are often in search of the magic bullet, and oftentimes that means turning to a fad diet. Fad diets may work while you're on them, but they're certainly not the key to weight management. Fad diets often fail because they are unrealistic. They often cut out food or food groups, which is not sustainable for the rest of your life. They often take extreme measures, such as fasts or cleanses. They have a one-size-fits-all mentality, meaning they feel that you are overweight for all the same reasons. They also may seem easy, but they actually may not be. There are several options for weight loss, but what is going to lead to healthy, long-term weight management? At the Emory Bariatric Center, there are several things that set us apart from other weight loss programs. At Emory, we recognize that obesity is a complex disease with many causes. We also treat the behavioral as well as the medical aspects of obesity. We also provide support for medical professionals to facilitate healthy lifestyles.
I think the fact that it was run by medical professionals was the key for me. It was something that, as opposed to a group of people just getting together trying to work through something. It was more a professional program put together by a team. Dietitians, psychologists, medical doctors, nurses, and other professionals. And then that done all through a world-class facility like Emory just seemed like a really logical fit for me.
There are so many components to the Emory program. It's not just one thing. It's not going in and it's not just a product. It's not just a meeting. It's all of those things. And having the backup of the doctors, I think, was really helpful, because you feel like you're responsible for what you do, but at the same time there's a whole group behind you.
When you sign up for our program at the Emory Bariatric Center, you first meet with a registered dietitian. During this visit, we discuss and formulate your visions and goals and what you hope to achieve during the program. We also measure your resting metabolic rate, which gives you an idea of how much weight you can expect to lose during the program. We also determine the appropriate meal plan for you, and we set expectations. There are 4 meal plan options available to you. The first is a full meal replacement plan with 14 weeks on full meal replacements with a 7-week transition period back to food. The second option is full meal replacements, but in a condensed length of 7 weeks, plus the 7-week transition to food. The third option is the use of whole foods with meal replacements, utilizing up to 3 meal replacements a day. This will provide approximately 1,000 calories a day. The fourth and final option is just whole food and no use of meal replacements. Also approximately 1,000 calories a day. The second part of our enrollment is a doctor visit. During this visit, you have a history and physical, comprehensive lipid profile and labs. You address any medical concerns, and throughout the program, there is follow-up and monitoring. What are your thoughts on transition?
It's a pretty welcoming atmosphere. Everybody's pretty interested in what's going on. Everybody understands, I think, where people come from. I never felt, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't ever really embarrassed or anything like that.
After your initial physician visit, it is now time to start the active phase of the program. During this phase, you will have doctor visits, registered dietitian visits, and you will be attending our lifestyle education classes.
The first phase, there's a lot going on, which I guess makes it kind of exciting. It's a new thing.
What was it like? It was exciting. I mean, apprehensive, I guess, the first couple of days, but then you see results and all the apprehensiveness goes away.
I think getting off to a quick start gives you the momentum you need to really keep going. Absolutely.
Our program utilizes OptiFast products as meal replacements. The use of OptiFast products limits your food choices, which leads to a lower calorie intake and ultimately weight loss. There are a variety of OptiFast products available to you while on the program. These include shakes, soups, and nutrition bars.
The first week they actually give you pretty much one of everything so that you can try it all and try and figure out what you like the best. I guess I'm a little bit of a chocoholic, mainly because I landed on chocolate everything. But you have different soups, tomato and chicken soup, vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate shakes and bars, both pre-made and powder. And it's a pretty good variety of stuff, actually. You'd be surprised what you can do with it. And I've actually discovered that you can spice a lot of it up with just a little bit of Tabasco sauce or pepper, or you can play around with some spices. So that works really well for me. Typically what I'll do is I'll take a number of the pre-made bricks on the road, we like to call them bricks anyway, as well as a bunch of the bars, a couple different flavors of the chocolate bars. Those all together can fit in a nice little bag like this, about 4 or 5 meals worth, and that's your whole day worth of food, and it stays cold. Plus I can fit a diet soft drink or something like that in there, and it's always with me up, in the cockpit in the seat next to me or right behind me, and I'm never without my food.
Another main component of our program is our lifestyle education classes. In these lifestyle education classes, there are behavior topics such as stress management and goal setting. We also talk about nutrition, such as meal planning and dining out. We also talk about physical activity, which is the key to long-term weight management.
I can make a lot of things that other people like that I don't care for, and then be able to steer myself towards what I should be eating.
You just never really know what you're going to get from group. Even if you only get something tiny, that tiny thing that you never thought about before could make all the difference.
Everyone shared a common goal in weight loss, and a lot of the same things that they've been through are things that I've been through. There was a ton of commonality there. So I really think it's invaluable to be able to sit down with them, develop a little bit of a comfort zone, and kind of mutually support each other and share your stories of success and the hard times you have. And it makes it just that much easier to have something like that to look forward to each week.
To help incorporate physical activity into your life, we have a partnership with the YMCA. This includes a discounted membership rate, and it is available to all Emory Bariatric Center patients.
The exercise component of the program has been really important for me. I started out with just the basic walking most of the time, though I was still playing tennis occasionally, and I've built that up now to where it's walking / jogging, hiking up in the mountains occasionally, bike riding, and then quite a bit more tennis now that I feel more physically fit and able to move around better.
I'm excited about exercising a lot more than I ever have been, and more excited about exercise outside of the gym. I want to be active now. I want to go out. I got a bike. I want to be outside. I want to walk my dogs. I want to run. Things like that. I want to be moving.
I can do a lot more. I can do things that I wanted to do. I think that's some of the reason for losing the weight is the goals. As you get to a certain age, you have your bucket list, things that you want to do. One of the things I've always wanted to do was run the Peachtree. So I've missed it one time in the last 5 years. I've been able to complete it 4 times. And to me, that was a big deal. I'm not the fastest, but I'm not the slowest either.
After the first phase, you move on to the second phase, which consists of weekly meetings for up to 6 months. During these meetings, we talk about lifelong weight management skills, and this is the critical phase to success.
They're really important. Sometimes you'll have a day where you'd like to just go home and decompress, but it's your day to go to group. And it's nice to be around with other people who are going through what you're going through, and maybe deal with some of the things that you deal with in a different way, in a way that you hadn't thought of, that's going to help you get through it.
My daily routine is made up a lot of tips that I've received from different people in the program and the instructors.
Our partnership doesn't end after those first 6 months of phase 2. You can keep coming back to the Emory Bariatric Center for as long as you need.
When I first started, I will say that I probably looked at it as a 21-week program. That after those 21 weeks, I would be done and everything would be fine and I wouldn't come back. And I don't look at it that way anymore.
The fact that Emory is going to be there as long as I need them was not only is that an exciting thing for me to think about going forward, but it was also one of the main reasons I joined the program to begin with. It lets you feel like you have a support system and a mechanism to continue to reach your goal and have success long after the program technically ends.
Not everyone is a candidate for this program. To be a candidate for our full 14-week meal replacement plan, your BMI must be greater than 30. Or if your BMI is between 25 to 29.9 with any weight-related medical problems. There are medical conditions that exclude you from participation in the program. Some of those conditions include a recent heart attack, history of stroke, and pregnancy. There are also medical conditions that are relative contraindications. This means you'll have to get the approval from your primary care physician as well as our Emory Bariatric Center physician. For a complete list of these medical conditions, visit our website. Also on the website, there will be a cost analysis and several other documents to help you get started. If our program sounds right to you, or if you have any additional questions, contact us at the number on our website. We look forward to partnering with you to help you achieve and maintain a healthy weight.
I would say it's one of those things in your life that you just need to find a way to do. If you've tried a bunch of other programs, if you've had some success but it hadn't quite gotten you over the edge, this is something that I think would be of serious benefit.
Do it. Look into it. If you even think for a second that it's interesting, that there's something about it that speaks to you, do it.